Hey, this is Tyrese Anderson. What I want to talk about today is can the black community make a comeback? Especially with all the pain and suffering and so on and so forth we've had over the past 500 years. Can we actually make a comeback that will not only economically improve us, but for a lot of us make us feel better about how we feel about ourselves in general, you know? So the truth of the matter is, can the black community make a comeback, especially in this day and age where pretty much the idea is that Europeans and Asians have pretty much invented everything that could possibly be invented and all that type of stuff? My simple answer to the question is yes. I believe we can make a comeback because the truth of the matter is first and foremost, we're not as irrelevant in history as European people have pretty much tried to make us out to be historically. Because when they talk about African history, all they want to focus on is West Africa and the slave trade and yada yada yada. But there's many African civilizations that clearly were black that have literally nothing to do with the transatlantic slave trade and were in another part of Africa, such as the Nubians, who are known as good archers, um, to the land of Punt, which was a civilization that apparently Egypt was obsessed with and loved quite dramatically. That created a lot of pyramids that were around either Ethiopia or Somalia. Because the truth of the matter is, what many people don't understand about Egypt is that Egypt was of um was just like the Mayan civilization. They had a group of different civilizations, that had the same building technique style. So there's numerous ones, and it's possible there could have been even more pyramidic civilizations that built those pyramids because it was a cultural thing. It wasn't just simply something the Egyptians did. And a lot of those civilizations, aside from Egypt, were clearly black in origin, were clearly black. And the truth of the matter is that it's either it's true or it's not true, and there seems to be quite a bit of evidence to show that it is true. So that's first and foremost, okay? We already have history, just that they don't cover it. Now, the second thing to say is that just because European people and Asian people have invented a lot of things, it doesn't mean everything that you could possibly imagine being invented has been invented. There's a lot of things that still haven't been invented, like space travel, to put it bluntly. When it comes to things like space travel, when it comes to efficiency for technology and stuff, there's a lot of things that could still be invented, that could still be created, especially when it comes to even entertainment. We've clearly shown that we are relevant and we're not irrelevant, if anything, when it comes to entertainment, especially most of the things which a lot of the what makes modern music is influenced by black musicians. They just simply don't acknowledge it or have historically not acknowledged it. Not as much anymore, but haven't acknowledged it. So truth be told, we're not as irrelevant as people as European history has kinda tried to show in general. And when it comes to things we could further accomplish and develop, we definitely have the ability to do it. So the truth be told, because there's nothing about us that shows that we're stupider than other communities of people, just that we have different interests. Historically, especially impoverished communities, have different interests instead of just trying to become a scientist or something. So the truth of the matter is that I think there could possibly be a black renaissance. I just believe if we develop our community, I just believe if we start focusing more on doing things that are productive instead of relying on the street shit all the time, 24/7 like it is now, I think we'll see a massive improvement. and the racist people will pretty much be seen for who they really are. Because it's only because of gangster rap, people are not more on our side. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, so what these racist people are saying about you black people is true. You guys really are that way. You guys really are criminals and stuff." So the truth of the matter is that is that if we started focusing on other priorities, particularly outer space, because that's the next frontier, without a doubt, Earth is pretty much screwed as it is. I think everyone is kind of, even those ones who whether one they want to admit it or not, have just paid attention, have kind of realized, yeah, our planet's kind of fucked, to put it bluntly. It's not gonna have it's not in a good state, and we can't even really do anything to change it at this point. So truth be matter, that's the next frontier, and hopefully maybe a lot of people who colonize outer space might be black or something. Who knows? So to answer the question, I is that we can make a comeback. Just because slavery, we can't just say, oh, it's all over, it's done. That's a past. And if anything, it just makes that person look further like a loser if they're gonna bring up something that happened hundreds of years ago to get back at you. Because truth be told, we can make a comeback. And this is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like videos like this, remember to hit the subscribe button and thumbs this video up. And that's all I have to say. Later.